everybody. My name's Maitland. I really want to say thank you for sending in all your pictures. We're designing something pretty incredible on this end. I love all the Lumineers, the Luma dogs, the Luma kitties, the Luma horses. Hi, Sunny. And I love all of you. All of you. Today I wanted to talk to you about a morning routine. And I want to break it down for little kids and bigger kids. Because in the bigger kids, we can do more meditation. But in the younger kids, it's pretty much just helping them set their intent for the day. And that's very important because the energy that's required to power your day is very different than the energy that's required to power your night. And if you'd like to know more about that, I just did an episode about nighttime routine. I did. It's very nice. I don't know what they're going to call it, or else I would say that. Look at it here. He makes things pop up on the screen. So for our little kids, we want to look at what kind of routine that you already have in place. And I like setting intents paired with something that you are doing to taking care of the physical body. So if it's brushing the hair, if it's brushing your teeth, or washing your face or hands, or even eating a meal in the morning, then I believe those are the most perfect times to align an intent for the little ones. And the type of energy that you need during the day is going to depend on what kind of day is approaching. So a lot of little kids and bigger kids have school days, and then they have not school days. And that tends to really set the tone of where do they need to be. Because they don't really go to work yet. And if they are, we need to talk. Because that's not right. In fact, I think a lot of the adults that are listening to this work way too much. And you and I will have to have a talk. It's time to start having a lot more fun in your life. Believe it or not, having fun feeds you energetically, and it gets rid of blockages, and it creates so much more joy, and joy boosts your immune system. And when your immune system's high, you feel like the world is great. There you have it. So for the little ones, we're picking something where they're already caring for themselves, and then what you want to add. Are they going to school or not that day? So let's say if they're going to be with a nanny, another care provider, if they're going to a preschool or something of that nature, then you want to set up, maybe be aware of what classes or what things are going to be done, because sometimes they do have, what do you call it when a school trip. Sometimes they'll have like a school trip or a school party or a little festival. And those are important for the little kids because with information, when you're little, and sometimes as an adult too, but I'm saying with information comes emotional comfort. Now, that's not a blanket statement for everybody because some people can just roll with anything that comes. But most likely, if you're highly sensitive, which is probably the reason why we're having this conversation and you're watching me right now, is that you're highly sensitive and you've noticed the same things in your kid. So how can you make it easier for them in the day? And that would require an intent or starting the day with a meditation. So with higher sensitivities, information about what the day might hold can bring emotional comfort. And with highly sensitive people, we read other people's energies very easily. So in any intent or meditation, I would say, what is mine and what is yours is the most important to put in your statement or in your meditation. Because anybody who is intuitive, sensitive, psychic, whatever word you want to put on it, is that you want to understand the very basics of what is your authentic reaction versus what are you picking up from the next person or the teacher or the preschool room or the food that was just delivered to you, because all of that has vibration experiences. So with a little one, you can simply say, what's mine is mine, what's yours is yours. Or you could separate it with color, because color is very, very wonderful. And with kids, color is still amazing. It's still very important in their day. The color of their room, their sheets, their clothing. They have to pick the crayons and the markers and so it's very aligned to what color seat am I going to choose, and what color paper, and what color is, United States on the map. And so it's very much in their world. And you can simply ask to your little one, let's look at your color today. What are you attracted to? And if you find that your little one cannot communicate this well, or even your big one can't, or maybe you can't, then you can buy these posters that are very, 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 very pretty. They have all the colors on them. And then you can run your hand over them and you could say, what color feels best to you today or right now? And so you run your hands over them, or they just know. And let's say it's lime green. It's called lime tree green. And maybe that's the one that you're most aligned with. So then when you say, everything lime green I hold today, all other colors, come from others. And you can distinguish the experiences of energy with your little one versus color language. And you can even ask them if they're not quite understanding emotions or words, because there's different variations to anger and happiness. Like happiness can be excitement, it can be joy, it can even be anxiety. And let's say they can label all of that with different colors, but they only have one word, which is nervous, for all of it. And you can clarify and get more information from them and teach them by just using color labels. So everything lime green belongs to me, and all other colors belong to others. And then if you start doing this every day, they begin to recognize what they're generating and what they're doing and what others are doing. It doesn't mean that they can never shake hands or meet or enjoy each other. You're just distinguishing vibrations. And so it makes it easier as they grow up. That's the most important thing. Then the second one is what I mentioned before, identifying what the day will hold and making a statement that aligns to that day. And I like a statement of being available because our kids, I say our kids, they're not mine. But children today, there are a lot of rules and a lot of guidelines. And some days when they wake up, they don't even feel like they're themselves because they have to meet all the requirements. They have to eat, get dressed, they have to do what's being said, they have to get into the car, they have to then address the teacher and then the principal of the school and then the this and then the that and then and it just continues. And their movements are designed to hit external markers that somebody else created for them. So they don't really feel like they have a big voice or that they're even generating their own path. So I just burped. Excuse me. I don't know where it came from. So I think one of the other things that's important is creating some kind of acceptance. I enjoy the word surrender, but I know a lot of adults that don't like the word surrender because it sounds like you're giving up. But I don't mean that. I mean like be a river. Let's not be a lake. Let's be a river. So it's what's mine is mine, what's yours is yours. Be a river, or have some form of acceptance. I'm accepting that I'm choosing to be in this world. And then the third element that can power any kind of day. Remember, the acceptance one goes for what they're doing in that day. Gear it towards the party, the lessons, the classes, the Spanish class, the whatever it is, the nanny, da. And then the third one that I like is acknowledging when they're uncomfortable. And it could be uncomfortable to like the smallest degree or the biggest degree, but any kind of level of uncomfort, letting them know that they can address it, that it's not about being quiet or toughing it out and no pain, no gain, because any level of uncomfort shows that there is something energetically that is not easy for them, that is not safe, it's giving them a message energetically. Being uncomfortable gives you a message energetically that something needs to change. Either the boundary has been broken, you found yourself in a situation you don't like, you agreed to something that you didn't mean to agree to. And so giving the child permission to at least express to whomever they're around, I'm uncomfortable, is huge start, huge tool, big tool, need to have it, got to have it, got to have it. What's mine is mine. Acceptance, be a river, and the uncomfortable marker. So let's say you're going to do this every time you're brushing your tiny one's teeth, when they have teeth, and you have the toothbrush in their mouth, and you can announce to them, being grateful for the day. I am so grateful for today. And you can set an example by stating 5 things or even 2 things that you're grateful for. As a parent, I'm grateful for X and I'm grateful for Z, and it's so wonderful. And then you can get them start thinking about what color you are. If you had to be a color today, what color are you? And you get them to swallow the whatever. What's it called? Toothpaste.
You don't need to swallow the toothpaste.
Well, there's the kind that's all organic that you swallow or you spit. And then they say their color, and then you say, okay, what color is everybody else? You can ask, what color is your teacher? What color is your best friend? And then what color is daddy? What color is mommy or grandparents or whatever that they're going to be engaging with today? Because then by color coding, you can differentiate, what's mine is mine, what yours is yours. And then you get them to name those colors, continue brushing or whatever it is. And then you make the statement of, it's so nice to accept whatever's coming, and have a choice. Like if I said that you could have, and then give an option, a question, you could have this or that, and they get to choose. And you give them that's good for them to have a voice. And then the third thing, you remember the third thing? Do you remember the third thing, Jesse?
I don't remember the third thing, I must confess, Maitland.
Acknowledging that they're uncomfortable.
There we go.
It's the uncomfortable measure. And you can either get uncomfortable into a color or into a location in the body. Most sensitive people will feel it in their gut first, their gut instinct, more so than in their heart. And so, okay, when your gut is like this, acknowledge when you're uncomfortable for today. And you don't have to tell them how to solve their uncomfortable, because every time uncomfortable happens, it's going to be a different kind of solving. But here's your opportunity as the caregiver to talk about how you might want to handle some of the uncomfortables, whether it's taking a breath, asking for help, or simply removing themselves from the situation. Those are 3 easy quick answers that you could rely on. So take a deep breath, ask for help, or remove yourself from the situation. But getting your child to acknowledge when they're uncomfortable and they're a sensitive child, boy, they can pick up on something going wrong before it even goes wrong. And then they'll be able to remove themselves from situations. Like if you really wanted to harness your child's intuitive skills or their psychic skills, I would say that would almost be number 1 for me. The what's mine is mine and yours is number 1 for me. That would be number 2 than the uncomfortable. So then for your older kids, when we can do a meditation, then we can do a meditation. We're going to do a meditation. Are you ready?
Ready.
Meditations in the morning are best done when you are still in bed or you are still waking up from your day. Because after one gets ready, either to go to school or to go to their caregiver's location, their headspace is often already forward thinking because that's what our culture says is acceptable, that you must be prepared for whatever is coming. And when their head is already forward thinking, it's way more difficult to shift backwards into the gears of staying open and expansive. So this is something that you would help your child with before they got out of bed, or after they got out of bed. They can go into the living room floor, yoga mat, couch, or even an altar or practice space where meditation and health and healing is done in your home. So you're there. Go ahead and find yourself in a comfortable place, whether that's sitting up or lying down. And I want you to now imagine, once you're comfortable, that there's going to be a bright white light, like a large flashlight, shining down on top of your head. And inside this bright white light shines your favorite color as well. And it's shining down in this bright white flashlight on top of the head. And the light is so bright and amazing, it can shine through your skin, and it can shine all the way past your brain and into your jaw. And what you're going to feel now and imagine in your head is that this light and your favorite color is being poured inside of your body and moving around. And it's going down the neck and the shoulders, the arms, down to the fingers. It's filling your body up pretty fast, all down to the chest. Even when you breathe, it's this bright white light and color, and all down into the belly, into your hips, and it's pouring into your legs and puddling up near your knees, and then pushing down towards your feet and your toes. And your body's so full that this light is now shining through the bottoms of your feet. And in your mind's eye, imagine your light, this bright white light in your favorite color, shining out your feet into the earth. And it's going down through the crust, all the way down to the center of the earth. Your light is that strong. And when you are connecting to the center of the earth, your light is going to feed the earth the love and the attention that she needs, but also it allows you to connect to all that is. Now, going back to this big flashlight above your head, you can imagine that you're slowly turning the dial down, and that the light is going to dim and get dimmer until the light turns off. But notice your body and the light shining from your feet continues to go on. And this will last until the sun sets. This light you are generating will remain strong and keep you grounded to the day throughout all the activities you are choosing to do. You give a kind, loving acceptance to the choices you have ahead of you, to the people who will assist you with this, as well as the animals that will assist you during this day. And give your body permission to let you know when you are feeling uncomfortable. The light in your belly will turn a different color. Ask yourself, what color is being uncomfortable? There you go. That's the color that will show up to you when you know you're not in alignment with the work and the energy that you wish to do throughout your day. And it's your choice to acknowledge it and to help yourself. Giving thanks to a wonderful, peaceful night, and giving thanks to a great day. When you're ready, begin to move that body. If you want, you can kick your legs, wiggle your fingers, and flap your arms like you're flying. Move them around big, because today is big and today is great. And when you're ready, get up on your feet, stand on your light, connecting to all that is, and enjoy all the choices you make today.